Hey, oh, I don't know what I just did, but anyways, I just want to let y'all know y'all ugly before we start the video. Y'all are very ugly. Anyways, let's get it. Let's go. Let's hop right into it. No time to waste. And yes, I'm on my sexy. I'm bringing sexy back right now. That's why I got my shirt like this, because I'm bringing sexy back. I'm at the border. Never mind. Let's go.
I'm going to say that any politician that does not put America first is spineless.
Donald Trump multiple times has put himself above America. When it comes to Langford's border bill, he shot it down for political purposes rather than passing the bill, or he told Republicans to shoot down. When it comes to January 6th, I know that we all hate the January 6th word, I'm sorry, but Donald Trump tried to send 7 fake slates of electors to key swing states, and Mike Pence said, I can't go along with this. So Donald Trump in that situation put himself above the Constitution and the democratic processes that have existed since the inception of America. Would you agree?
I don't believe that. I don't agree at all. I was there.
On January 6th.
I was there, okay? So, and I had a lot of friends there, and we were there because we firmly believe and still believe that that election was stolen, okay, as did Trump, okay? So we believe, you know, the government...
You ever notice that the people that think the election was stolen never think the election is stolen when they win? Just saying.
They work for us.
Yeah.
We are the people. We employ them, okay? So what the people wanted was to know somebody to assure us and recount, do a recount. Okay, that's all we wanted. Recount it. Okay?
Can I ask a genuine question?
Sure.
So in Georgia, for example, they did 3 risk-limiting audits where they recounted it and made sure each ballot was safe. And Kemp, the Republican governor, said, hey, there's no election fraud. Trump has a repeated pattern of saying things are rigged when they're not. He said the Emmys were rigged, the primaries were rigged, he said the 2016 election was rigged. So does it ever worry you when time and time again he says everything is rigged?
No, let's talk about facts.
Let's talk about facts.
When you pull down the voter registration from the states that have it available online, I'm an accountant, so I pulled down the data.
Yeah.
I ran pivots and looked, oh, look, 1/1/1900, right? Date of birth, invalid. There's a lot of information. If you watch those hearings, how was he able to hack those Dominion machines live during the hearing and nobody did anything?
Well, the thing is, Fox News had to settle out of court $800 million because they defamed Dominion. Dominion Voting essentially won that court case. They rolled through Fox News, and Tucker Carlson got fired because of it,
I don't
right?
have much faith in our system at this point to buy into that they lost that case.
Pennsylvania,
Wow.
where I'm from, anyway, I drove 5 hours to get here. There were 10,000 dead people that voted. Now, I
That's not true, though.
It is true.
They did risk-limiting recounts in the state. They found 3 or 4 dead voters. So what's your source compared to mine is the AG, the governor, and all of these people in the higher positions in PA?
Are they Democrat?
Does it really matter?
It does to me. Because
So when Kemp is when Kemp is a Republican in Georgia and he says there's no election fraud, you think Kemp is a rhino? So can I genuinely? I want to ask you a question.
They genuinely do, like, they are in a cult, bro. They genuinely don't want to hear what anybody else has to say about anything. What does that tell you about that side of the aisle? They don't want to hear anything that anybody can say to them. Like, that's crazy.
The election was going to be stolen before the election even happened. No, he was laying the groundwork, and then he took the stage on election night when 40% of the ballots were counted, and he declared victory prematurely. Then for months, he doubled down on these election fraud claims when people like Bill Barr said there's no fraud.
In the middle of the
Yeah,
night?
did you see it?
'Cause I
We
go
went to
live.
bed and Trump
I
was
didn't
up,
go to bed.
right? We go to bed, we wake up, and what
When you're watching the Super Bowl and you go get a snack and you come back and the score is flipped, are you thinking that the Super Bowl is rigged, or is that how counting works?
Well, when you're adding ballots, how do you subtract?
Right.
You can't. There are no ballots subtracted.
Subtract a score.
So it genuinely concerns me. It genuinely concerns me when Donald Trump brings these court cases to 60 courts with Trump-appointed judges, and they say there's no fraud. And then when I talk to people like you say we don't trust the courts, we don't trust Mike Pence, we don't trust the FBI.
Nope.
Hey guys, this is Senator John
Who do you
Ossoff
trust?
from Georgia, and please hear me out because I'm the only Democratic.
No,
You don't trust Bill Barr.
I
You don't trust anybody but Donald Trump. Is there anybody other than Trump?
Sure there is.
Like who? Like Rudy Giuliani?
Okay,
or
let's say this, Byron Donalds.
You really, Byron Donalds?
Oh, I love Byron Donalds.
Really? Are you going to say Mark Robinson next?
Yes, I am.
You like Mark Robinson?
Yes, I do. Marjorie Taylor, Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, like them all.
Did you read Mark Robinson's post from New Africa?
Right.
What did he say?
Yeah, what did he say?
He's a black Nazi who reads Mein Kampf, and he likes on.
Listen, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe it.
Why did all of his campaign staff drop out then? All of his campaign.
I don't.
Okay, so wait. Can I just ask you, Jack? This is another example of you saying it's a fake story. It's a fake court case. Everything that doesn't comport with your view is fake automatically.
It's weird that like when a minority like does that, it's actually like, and I am a minority too. But it's interesting that they can actually say what some people are actually thinking, and for him to say that, there's gotta be somebody on the other side of the aisle thinking that too. It's crazy.
Can you see where I run into problems there?
Well, I could see that.
Can you step into my shoes and understand?
Here, how about this? How about this, right? When I registered to vote for the first time, I was going to vote for Ross Perot because I was a registered libertarian, okay? And I really liked Ross. But then I had to vote for Bill Clinton. And I voted for him twice, okay? Next comes Obama, and I voted for him twice, okay?
No, you didn't.
But in 2015, okay, I changed my voting status. I went from Libertarian to Democrat to boom, Republican. And I did something for the first time in my voting years, okay? I voted in the primaries to make sure that my vote counted.
Can I ask you what about Trump attracted you so much?
Well, like a lot of other people say, he's a businessman. He would run the country like a business, right? And he wasn't sullied by the politics of, like, you know, someone who's been in politics, say, for 30 years, okay? He was not sullied by those politics and the swamp in D.C.
When Trump says he's a businessman who hires the best people, yet his cabinet had a 92% turnover rate the first year. Almost everybody that worked with him, from Mike Pence to Bill Barr to Mark Meadows, all of these people say, I'm not working with this dude again.
Wow.
And finally, Trump tries to place the blame and the responsibility on everybody beneath him. So if I'm working as a manager at a store and somebody beneath me messes up, I can't blame it on the person beneath me. I'm the effing manager. It has to be me. So Trump, you're all good. Trump, time and time again, deflects blame. He has a high turnover rate. Is that really a good businessman to you?
Well, the reason why he has a high turnover rate is because he fires people, right? He fires people that do not do their job the way that they're supposed to.
Why doesn't he hire the best people in the first place? That he doesn't have to fire.
This time, this election, he will.
This time he will, I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm
people
sure.
like Rudy Giuliani
I'm sure
or.
he won't make those mistakes again,
Yeah.
okay?
And another thing I want to know is
I
like.
would say that there was a mistake,
Of course.
but he put his trust in those people as a team. And if they don't follow through and do what they're supposed to be doing, okay, then he fires them.
Well, I want to ask you,
So,
so-
high turnover.
People say that Biden is senile. Do you believe that?
I believe it.
So senile Biden, right? Quote: senile Biden has passed the bipartisan infrastructure bill,
Right.
He didn't do it.
the PACT
He didn't have
Act.
to be sued.
Okay, so with him and the help of Congress, we can revise the wording. They passed the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the PACT Act, the Chips and Science Act. Let me ask you, what's one bill that Trump passed?
What's one bill that Trump passed? Oh my God! What's
Right
one
here.
bill?
Right
His
here.
policies. Okay.
You repeat the question like it's obvious, but you don't give me the answer.
No, I know one bill that he passed.
Name it.
Okay, well look at what he implemented with security in the border. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Security in the border, Roe versus Wade. Okay, the economy was up under Trump because
Roe v. Wade is a decent answer. That's just from the Supreme Court, but that's a decent answer. So you're pro-life.
I'm pro-choice.
You're pro-choice. Why would you name Roe v. Wade as the?
Well, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm pro-choice, but not. There has to be a limit.
Of
Okay,
course, yeah.
I'm not late-term
Do you
abortion.
think that
Just idiotically stupid. Jeez Louise.
Democrats do late-term abortions?
They absolutely do. And you, okay, why don't you do your research, right? Why don't you call where they in the state, and I can't think of it now, but there is, okay, a couple of them.
Planned Parenthood?
Call them up. No, you could Google, right?
You can Google
What states do late?
You gotta be ready for this kind of shit.
Come up. You call that number, and then you put your speakerphone on, right, like you are now. okay, and listen and go through, walk me through the steps of this late-term abortion, okay? And when Kamala Harris said about the poor young girl who bled out in her car, do you want to know why that happened? Because of a botched abortion, okay? And that was malpractice at its finest.
No, it was because she didn't have access to the proper, it absolutely is.
No,
that is what all of the investigative, that is what all, what's your source for that? Because all of the investigative institutions in that state, in Georgia, said it was because she didn't have proper access to the health care that she needed.
That's not true. She had a procedure, okay? After the procedure, she got sepsis. So again, I'll say malpractice, okay? So that's what happened there. And do your homework a little better with that.
What percent of abortions do you think happen in the third trimester?
I don't know the percent.
They about to go into abortion. I'm getting kind of bored because he's just chewing her alive. And that's the thing. Like, when you step into, like, a debate, you know, you got to kind of know your shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just step in and be like, oh, yeah. You got to know your shit, man, on both ends, man. But, yeah, that was going to get horrible for her. Even worse. But anyways, though, y'all.